I mean, it's just like everything. Like if you haven't played StarCraft 1, um, if you haven't played StarCraft 1, and you've played StarCraft 2, it's probably going to seem like really weird and slow. Like you only start with 4 workers, and so it just takes a lot longer to get going.
That's actually kind of cool. I mean, that really opens things up to how you're going to start.
Well, until about 3 or 4 years ago, StarCraft 2 only gave you 6. I was pretty surprised when the patch did 12. Okay, I gotta introduce some people. So, in our top left corner, we have the orange Zerg ProBoarder 82. And in the bottom right corner, we have CocoMoco, who is the green Terran. I would say that ProBoarder is probably favored to win just because Court's pretty new and he's gotten way better. Like, I've seen him do so many better things. He's been working with Thirsty Hawk and me a little bit, and we've kind of been just showing him some things. So he's got a good build order. I feel like
he told me that really the only plays he's been doing lately has been these games. So he definitely seems he's probably going to be out of practice.
He has a pretty good build order. I think he memorized one from Spawning Tool. The problem is he doesn't control his units as well as he could have, and so I think that like his micro is his weak point. He's actually not. He's getting much better at the macro. I'm the other way around. I feel like my micro is really good, but I just can't build things fast enough most of the time.
Yeah, looking at him right now, he's doing a pretty solid build. Pretty similar to what I do, except usually the way that he's doing it right now, I'm doing a Reaper harass with it. But
yeah, and I'll usually build that second supply depot after the command center. But all in all, very solid opening.
Oh, I usually when I'm playing Protoss, I'll build that second supply depot just to keep probes out of the base.
Oh really? I don't care about the probes. I actually do that faster against Zerg because I'm always worried that like, 6 Zerglings are gonna just run in my base or something.
Well, for me with Protoss, I'm more likely to do a Reaper harass, and I don't want them to see that
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
yeah, that's true.
And I do a 4 Reaper harass, so I'm going to be sitting in my base for a second.
Oh, yeah. So then you definitely want to keep the secrecy there. If I just thought you were talking about one Reaper, and
no,
you can usually get that there. Yeah, you kicked my ass with that, as I recall. You did a Reaper rush on me when we played.
I won. I don't know if I remember winning that handily, but I definitely won.
I felt like you won pretty handily. They were not my best games, and I felt like you played pretty well. So like, the combination means no no contest.
Well, they were my first games too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start the league.
I think CocoMoco's doing well here with getting that that bunker up. I a lot of times go Planetary Fortress against the Zerg. I'm just afraid.
Even on your natural?
Massive Zergling rushes. Not always, but sometimes. If they're putting pressure early, which he's not, ProBoarder's not.
I usually make a 3rd or 4th orbital. Usually 4th if I can get away with it. Just because like I want those mules, That's like that's how you compete with droning and with what's it called? Fast Protoss buildy things.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't think of the name of it. Chrono Boost.
One thing I like to do is because that Overlord will always go over that area where you can't get to him.
Yeah.
I like to build my orbital command in my base, and then while he's flying over, I use that vision to take out that Overlord.
Oh, that's smart. I never thought about that. I mean, yeah, that's actually. I'm gonna change my build order now, or at least, yeah, I'm gonna fly my 3rd and do that because that never occurred to me. Like I've sometimes I'll get a really early flyer for that reason, but.
Yeah, see, this is where, I mean, especially playing a Zerg, you need to have that early harass because Zerg can just snowball so quickly with their economy.
I feel like, I guess he's doing a better job now, but I feel like he could get the creep out a lot faster too. I mean, that's such a big advantage when you're playing Terran.
Yeah, yeah. But ProBoarder's got 2 fully saturated, pretty much, bases, plus his third one's actually just about full.
Yeah, Coco just doesn't have the production structures right now to keep up with the Zerg.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the bank for it. And he's actually...
It's where you gotta get the Liberators out. I mean, he's doing this juggling with all of his buildings.
Well, none of his buildings are producing anything right now, and he's got, 2,000 minerals in the bank.
And he just set it up so that he can't use a tech lab for that
factory. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
and the same thing for that barracks that he moved around.
Yeah, that's
being used.
It's too bad. So he's getting some upgrades, Cloak and the.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see some Banshees.
Yeah, like Cloak's not going to help if you're not going to build Banshees.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. The biggest problem though is look at their how much money they're making. Like they've CocoMoco's been around 2,000 and ProBoarder's been about 1,000 for a couple of minutes, and yet ProBoarder's pulling in 2.5 times more, and so he's spending so much more money than CocoMoco is right now. I mean, and he's starting his 4th base.
Yeah.
Coco's starting his 3rd though, so that's not too bad as it's Terran versus a Zerg, but it's just that Zerg has 3 saturated bases, whereas oh wow, the natural's not even close to saturated.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do Banshees or really anything tech oriented with the Terran, when you get that your natural, you need to put a refinery on it quick so that you're getting that Vespene, because he's pretty Vespene poor right now, and he's gonna be able to afford one more Banshee.
Yeah, that's true.
With this, I mean, by the time he gets Banshees out.
Well, he's even got a Vespene mine up that he's only got 1 guy in too, so he could be getting more faster. Yeah, the bottom line comes down to the workers, though. The bottom line comes down to the workers. 27 to 65 workers. Like, I think ProBoarder could throw 4 or 5 armies at CocoMoco pretty quickly, and he probably only needs 1.
He probably, I mean, if he takes what he has right now.
I mean, this is going to be a hell of a bust. Yeah, it looks like he just switched to Hydralisk, so he's probably going to make a few Hydralisks. And then, looks like it's going to be a Hydralisk Baneling bust. And my guess is CocoMoco's Bravo. Okay, so he's moving out with a small force. See how this goes here. I'm not sure CocoMoco has the micro to deal with banelings like this. Especially...
I
mean, he's got a nice smattering of units. Yeah, he just doesn't have the micro quite yet. Because I'm not sure he could have won that fight no matter what, but it could have been handled better. He does have a nice... several Widow Mines, but not enough.
Yep, with ProBoarder's got about 5 times the army that CocoMoco does. It's pretty.
Yeah, I feel like he could just run him over right now if he wanted to.
And it looks like he's going to. Those Banshees completely. I mean, you can't have those Banshees that late, and just have 1 or 2, because.
Yeah, you need to go fast with those Banshees, but I don't know. I felt like CocoMoco has a great 4-minute opening, and then I'm not sure he knows what to do after that, and that just comes with practice and time.
Yeah.
Also,
it took me a long time.
Also, you said you said that he hasn't been practicing, and Yeah, if you're out of practice, I can see why that would happen.
It's really easy to, you know, like you said, get those first 4 minutes, and then just kind of freeze, not know what you're gonna do.
This is almost bad manners.
I don't know. I don't know if it was you that I told, but I like it when someone. Now there are really new maps.
Yeah, and we don't change in the middle of the season because it's not fair. But we'll. I've played exactly 2 of the maps so far with you, actually.
There's one of them that I just didn't like because it some of the on the radar it looks like creep. So,
oh yeah. There was one like that a couple seasons ago, and I hated it.
Yeah, and it's purple, and you think it's creepy, and you're like, how did they get over there? And then you're playing a Protoss.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. In the bottom right corner is going to be our Orange Zerg ProBoarder, who is up 1 game, and I should update the score. And in the top left corner is our Green Terran, CocoMoco. Yeah, I don't know much about the new maps yet. Something that they did that they haven't done before is there's 5 new maps and only 2 returning. I believe it's this one and I don't remember. There's maybe Kuros is coming back for a 3rd time. I forget, but yeah, there's a lot of new maps, and so I don't know. I'll have to play some ladder and see which ones I do better on.
Did you do the Control Shift 3 to make sure that?
Oh yeah, always.
Everyone at home knows that it's best
Yep.
of 3.
And I got the score and the overlay. I got everything going.
I started playing around with WCS just to like I basically I didn't stream it, but I spectated a like elite AI versus an elite AI. They have insane APMs, like
yeah, I but they're still not that good. Like I can beat an elite, and I'm not good.
Really?
Apparently, I'm silver. I lost my placement match, and it dropped me to silver for some reason. So I gotta get back.
You gotta play those ladders, yeah.
Well, I've been high gold for a while, and I was very close to platinum, like 1 or 2 games away, like several times, but I never quite got over the hump. But I feel like I can. I just need to.
Well, it looks like CocoMoco's doing something different. Maybe a 1-1-1 here. I'm surprised. I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, he's one base.
Proxies.
He's one basing.
I'm going to guess.
Oh no, so he's not one basing. That's a late expansion.
Yeah.
It's about a minute late. Okay, well that's fine. I mean that's okay as long as he starts using this. Oh, mines. Okay. So he's using this factory for mines. I'd love to see him throw down a starport and a refinery.
Building a second expo right away?
What? Where? I don't think so.
He's got an SCV sitting there.
Maybe. I don't actually think that's a horrible strategy based on what we saw ProBoarder do last time. Like ProBoarder is not. Yeah, he's just not as an aggressive Zerg as some of like Coda is, or yeah. Like
yeah, I feel like you could probably just do Zerg Bane against him.
Yeah, you're right. Zerg. He's going for a 3rd expansion. Okay, so if he's going to do this, it's imperative that he makes workers to saturate these ASAP. Both players are supply blocked right now, so that doesn't help.
And you can see that ProBoarder can't actually see that 2nd expansion with his Overlord.
Look at this. ProBoarder is supply blocked, and he still hasn't built an Overlord, but he's been supply blocked for over 30 seconds. There. Now he's building his Overlord, so this is going to be like a minute of supply block, which is not good for anybody.
So the one thing I really want to see CocoMoco do is actually build SCVs, because this...
Exactly, yeah.
Last time he did an expo, he lost with maybe 5 SCVs.
Yeah, he needs to be making 3 SCVs constantly for this strategy to work. I mean, I think it's okay, and actually I think it's really cool because there's no way ProBoarder knows about this yet. So if he can saturate and if he can get some production structures down, I think he might have a shot here. But based on last game, that's a really big if. Okay, but he's throwing down mules. That's helpful.
Okay, he's building some SCVs.
Okay,
He should be building SCVs out of his main base, though.
or and his third. He's not doing anything with his third yet.
Yeah. He doesn't really have the money, though. I mean, he's got... Oh, wait, yeah, he does. I'm getting that supply. Oh, I think he just...
He's totally forgot about his third.
There?
He totally forgot. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he's making all three. Well, kind of.
Okay, so now, ProBoarder can almost see him mining over there.
So ProBoarder played a way different game this time around. It might have been because of the supply block, but his third hatchery is like 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds later than it was the first game. He's working hard on his upgrades though. Looks like he's gonna go for roaches or hydras because of the ranged attacks. At the same time, combat shield is finishing.
Does he have...
Okay, I like the tank, but I don't like the tank by itself.
Oh. Where's he going? Well, it's not by itself.
Is it a waypoint?
It'd be right by a Widow Mine.
Yeah, it's a waypoint.
Where's he go?
It's a waypoint. Yeah, click on the factory. You can see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a dead tank. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he meant to. He was going to send more widow mines over there. Okay, so these widow mines should soften up this army a little bit. A little bit, yeah. They weren't the best connects. So I feel like you need to sack this base. Yeah, but you need to lift. There you go. Nice job. Excellent choice. Before I've seen him try to defend that, and it's just not defendable right now.
You know, this isn't that bad. I think ProBoarder...
No, yeah.
Got him, but he still has this other...
Oh! If I... Counterattack! Come on. Go. Yes!
I mean, that's still going to be...
Oh.
They have about the same army size, and he's going to be running into a Zerg base that can just pop back so quickly. I don't know how want to do a...
Well, yeah, you're right. I don't know. Is he building... He's building things behind it, though, so I think it's okay. Like, all his productions...
He needs to be focusing on that macro, and he's about to give away his base. He's about to build a refinery right where ProBoarder can see it.
That's okay. I feel like at this point. So I would the one thing that's like fight him. He was just running to the tank. I think he was cutting to the tank because yeah, that's some of the first really good micro I've seen Court do. Like that fight could have gone a lot worse, but he ran back to his tank and sieged it, and that's some pretty good. Like that's the beginnings of good micro, you know.
Does he have Oh, he doesn't have stim pack, does he?
So I think that really? Oh no, he's just started now.
Just building it.
Okay, so what would have made that fight fair is Stim and his starport, which hasn't done anything to build some medevacs, because medevacs and Stim together would have changed that with the tank. Yeah, that would have been a win. I mean, a win of the battle, not the war.
CocoMoco just needs to hold on A and build a ton of Marines right now, because he's got
This is the latest attempted proxy I've ever seen, but it won't work because he's trying to build on creep. But I've never seen a proxy attempted at 9 minutes in the game.
That's pretty CocoMoco. Oh, and he's going to lure people right to it.
See, I think this is actually a good thing for CocoMoco, because this is attention that ProBoarder is not making things. He's not, like, he's actually chasing down 100 worth of minerals when he probably could have, been doing something else. And yeah, I know, people can multitask, but nobody can multitask as good as they can single task.
Yeah.
So if you're single tasking the most important thing, multitasking does take away from that. Now it might be worth it, but
his third, I mean, he's got a third base, but it's not working as much as one base would.
Well, he's dropping mules, and that's helpful, but
Yeah,
he
that
just,
definitely does help.
like, when you have this much money, it's okay to queue. Like, everybody's like, don't queue because it's just wasted money, but when you have this much in the bank, fucking make 15 workers, Go for it. Also, he's really oversaturated in his main.
I like how Marauder heavy he is. And he's going
I really like that he's made so many barracks. That's huge because he's got so much money.
supply depots. He's now supply block.
Well, okay,
69.
yeah.
He's got a quarter of the army.
He doesn't have any energy either.
Has.
See, he's making these supply depots one at a time, and that's just not going to cut it. He's probably still supply blocked again. Yep. In fact, he just lost something because now he's hard supply blocked. Oh shit!
Lost his third.
I totally missed that. Okay, so this might be an okay defense. With all those marauders, it actually might do okay. If he get all his marauders in the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just too much. I feel like ProBoarder is playing the perfect style against somebody like CocoMoco. Like, just mass till you get maxed out and then attack.
Yeah. And that's what he's pretty much done.
Because, like I said, CocoMoco's builds, they're okay to start with. I think the longer the game goes, the less of a chance CocoMoco has in a game like this. Because, he had a pretty good defense and might have had an okay counterattack if he would have had a couple of things go different, like stim and medevacs.
I think this would have been a very different game if instead of counterattacking, he doubled down on his defenses and really used those 3 bases. Since he could have had it.
Yeah, he didn't saturate his natural or his third, which makes the third absolutely pointless.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then towards the end, he had like 15 of 9 or 15 of 7 in his main, so he was like way oversaturated there.
Yeah.
But these are things that are easy fixes that I think could make him like a really decent player.